Yeah, welcome in. Welcome back to another episode of the Format Podcast live, and this is the Wednesday night edition. Yes. How everybody doing? How's everybody doing tonight? Transformer, what's good, my man?
Man, busy, scrambling. It's cold. There's snow in Florida. Like what?
Crazy,
What's
right?
happening? What's going on?
Right? Yeah, we didn't get any. Did you get any by your house?
I got some. I got some snow on top of my car.
Oh man, we got nothing down here on the south
Yeah.
side. We got nothing.
Yeah,
I was hoping
man.
my son would get to see a little something, man.
Yeah, that's the first snow I've seen since what, 2012, 2010, 2012?
Yeah, I haven't seen snow since 2015 myself.
Yeah.
Sucks, man.
Well, I've seen snow. I've been up north, but as far as Florida, that's our first time seeing it since then.
That's what I mean. Yeah, because I've been here since 2015. I haven't been anywhere else where it would snow, around that time of year. So I've missed out.
It snowed here in 2015 because I was in the Keys at that point.
No, I'm saying I moved here in 2015, and I moved here in the summer in 2015.
Oh, you haven't seen it. This is your first time seeing it since you've been here since 2015.
Right, but I didn't see it. We didn't get any here where I
got you.
Yeah,
got you.
But yeah, other than that, you good, man?
Oh no, man, good, blessed, highly favored.
That's it. Scrambling, gambling, up in restaurants with mandolins and violins.
Okay.
Come on, man. That's big, man.
Big.
Scrambling, gambling. I'm in restaurants with mandolins and violins. We just sit here trying to win, trying not to sin. High off weed and lots of gin. Come on, man.
Yeah, come on.
You know what that is.
I'm back. I'm with you.
No doubt. But what's good, everybody? Good to see y'all here. Got a few in the chat. Hoping that'll pick up here. In the meantime, you know what I'm doing. You know what time it is. If you're watching here on YouTube, make sure you go ahead, click that subscribe, that like, that notification bell. Make sure you're kept aware anytime we drop new content on the channel. If you want the audio-only version of the podcast, open up your audio podcast platform, hit the search bar, type in The Format Podcast, and we should come right up. If you enjoy the content as you listen, make sure you give us a like, a 5-star review, and drop a comment. All that stuff helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us find more sports fans, helps more sports fans find us. And write it down, put it in your phones, make a note of it. The Format Podcast is live Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. And finally, if you're really and truly enjoying the podcast and you want to help the show continue to grow, make sure you go ahead, click that join button, join the channel. We're going to have some exclusive content just for you. All right, let's take it to the next one. Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, right? Tom Brady is widely regarded as the GOAT. Definitely the GOAT at the position of quarterback, and some people will say he's the greatest football player of all time. I personally don't really subscribe to that, but
football player?
Yes, I've heard that said as well. I don't agree. I don't agree, but I do believe he's the greatest quarterback of all time, like hands down right now. Correct. But Patrick Mahomes is on a rocket ship trajectory, and that's what we're going to talk about here. Mahomes is obviously chasing Brady for a GOAT, and the question is, can he catch him, and what would it take for that to happen? So I guess we will start with you here, Transformer, and kind of what are your thoughts on this, man?
So this is a Bron Jordan conversation.
You think so?
I think this is going to be one of those type of conversations. His name is going to be forever in the conversation with Tom based on what he's doing. As you know, Kobe was against Jordan, Bron is against Jordan, and as he continues to keep playing, the conversation still continues on who's the greatest. Right now, Mahomes has a very, very, very great chance, a great opportunity to surpass him. A three-peat, nobody's ever done it. Nobody's ever done it. That's been one of the hardest things to do in the sport of football. Much easier in other sports. As you guys know, it's a lot of parity. It's a lot of moving pieces. One hit, you hurt. It's one and done. There's no series of games that you got to lose, like in the NBA, like in baseball, like in hockey, and other sports like that. You win or go home. It's all about who shows up the better team that day.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, 3 Super Bowls in 7 years of playing. Got drafted. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong stats here. Got drafted in 2017. And we're here 2024. That is 8 years, and he has a quarterback a record of 89-23. He's never had less than two wins in a season. He has 3 Super Bowls with 3 Super Bowl MVPs.
Yeah.
He has 2 MVPs.
Already got 4 Super Bowl appearances as well.
Already has 4 Super Bowl appearances. As we know, that was the one that Tom Brady won with the Tampa Bay Bucks. And pretty much Mahomes was literally throwing the football parallel to the ground. Parallel to the ground, throwing the ball 50 yards, which would have probably been one of the greatest passes / catches we've ever seen. If you catch the football. You got to catch the football, man. Just got to catch it. Boy, this is a tough one, man. As we know, I mean, body of work, Tom Brady has done it. Tom Brady right now sits at the mountaintop. There's nobody has dethroned him yet. 7 Super Bowls can't go unparalleled. You got 6 in New England. You have your 1 in Tampa. Literally got it the very next season. Even though I say that Tampa Bay was a great team, you just had a turnover machine and Jameis Winston over there. Created his own 30 for 30. 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. Crazy work, right?
Crazy work.
Literally took that same team with a great defense still to this day and, won you a Super Bowl. This one's a good one, man. Boy, where else can you go with this conversation? Considering off year for Mahomes and his team still has number 1 seed, was undefeated for damn near half the season. This is it. I say this a lot, Laker Nation. This is my fear for Jaden Daniels. Everything you do from here on out is compared to now. Like you didn't have a build up okay, I gotta get here. Your start is so freaking high that your bar is so freaking high. That's Patrick Mahomes.
So now you've created this expectation for yourself and your team year in, year out.
Exactly. You're already here. When you come in the NFL and in your second season, you got an MVP. Like, you're already here. So everything you do after that,
touchdowns in that second year too.
50 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Correct. 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards.
Insane.
I mean, what else did you had a QBR of 80.3?
Yeah, man. What are we gonna do with that? Led the league in yards per attempt, 9.5. I think Tyreek Hill was still there, but still, what are we doing with that?
What are we doing with that? Right. So everything else has been compared to what he's done prior to that. Of course, he won his second MVP in 2022, which he had 41 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 5,250 yards. Just was airing that thing out that season. I believe that was the season Tyreek Hill left. No, that was last season. That was his last season. That was his last season. Yeah, that was last season with Tyreek Hill.
Right.
But my point, man, you set the bar so high that everything is compared to that, right? It's tough. It's tough. The mantle right now is so high for him. Can he get him? Can Patrick Mahomes get Tom Brady? He has 10 years to figure it out. This three-peat of
you think he's gonna play 10 more years?
What he's 20? Yeah. He's 27? Oh,
yeah. The only thing I think about, the money is so big now that does he have to play 10 more years? At some point he's gonna say, I'm good. I've got numbers, I've got chips, I've got awards, I've done it all. I can step away. If at some point he's satisfied with it, he might step away, not having surpassed Brady. Now, I think that if he gets this three-peat, oh man, that makes it real tough for anybody to argue against him. But here's the thing. Here's my thing with Brady, and I'm not saying Mahomes can't get to him, but when I look at Brady has everything, right? We can't just say, okay, he's got 7 rings. All right, cool. He's got more rings by himself, not by himself, but as a player than any franchise has in their history. That right there is inconceivable. He's got 3 MVPs. Okay. That means he's been considered the best player in the league for at least 3 separate seasons, right?
Correct.
He's got damn near every passing record, right? He's got the total yards. He's got the touchdowns, all that. Okay, cool. He's got the most freaking, He's got the most playoff wins ever. He's got the most passing yards in the playoffs, the most passing touchdowns in the playoffs. Obviously, we mentioned the Super Bowl. Now, some of this, in fairness, is longevity, yes, right? But the difference is
23 years.
Longevity was coming with the winning and production, though, right? So it's not just like he was just hanging around stacking up numbers. He wasn't just hanging around stacking up numbers. But he was still winning, right? The winning was still there. So imagine he took a 10-year break from winning championships and messed around and won 4 more. We don't freaking see that in the NFL. That is insane. Now, let me respond to Nick's 100 a game. We got to stop these lies. Brady was good in his second 2 Super Bowls, right?
Yeah.
The first one, I'll give it to you. He had like 145 yards or whatever. The one against Carolina, I believe he threw for over, 340, 350. See if you can find that for me, Transformer. Thank you. And I guess the one against Philly, I may have that flip-flop, but I think he threw for like 260 in one of them, and he threw for over 300 in the other one. So we got to stop this. Oh, Brady wasn't good in his first 3 Super Bowls.
The second Philly one? The second Philly one, he had like 500.
Well, no, I was talking about the first Philly one.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Nick says that Brady wasn't good on his first 3 Super Bowls, and that's just not true. Now, we also got to stop this. The kicker Vinatieri was winning them games. How did Vinatieri get in range to hit them kicks? How did he get in range to make those kicks? We got to stop that, man. That's disingenuous. A quarterback doing his job, knowing distance, time, and score, getting yourself in position with everything that's going on in clutch situations to get your kicker in place to make those kicks. Yes, the kicker has to make the kicks, but he can't make them from 80 yards. He can't make them from 70 yards. Vinatieri wasn't hitting them for 60 yards. He wasn't hitting them from 50 yards, right? Yep. Brady is the one who put him in position to make those kicks. We got to stop it.
Carolina, 354, 3 touchdowns, 1 interceptions. And Philly, he was 236, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions in that Super Bowl.
Right. So we got to stop this. He wasn't good in his first 3 Super Bowls. That's a lie.
It was the first one. Yeah, the first one, the defense is doing what they needed to do.
Like $145, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
$145, 1 touchdown, no interceptions.
There you go. Right. So, okay, cool. But again, in that first one, what did he do? Remember, John Madden was on the call and said, hey, play for overtime, right? Play for overtime. Nah. So, one, his coaches trusted him. Bill Belichick and Charlie Weiss, they trusted him. And then Tom Brady got in there and made the throws and got Vinatieri in position. So we got to stop being disingenuous with that. So Brady. So again, my thing with Brady is he has all of it. He's got the awards. He's got the accolades. He's got this. Go ahead, my man.
I wanted to add to a lot of people. Because I allude to this as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was more so people look at Tom Brady's defenses those 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in 2001, he had the 6th ranked defense. And I think the following 3 seasons, they were ranked first or second in the first 3 in the next 3 seasons. So
that helps a lot.
Trust me, I know. Your first 3 Super Bowls, you had either the number 6 or number 1 or number 2 defense. And I think we look at that because I put that in the books as well. Like, I mean, it's much easier to get there when your defense is shutting people out.
Yes.
You got number 1 and a number 2 defense, and you're able to get back to that mountaintop over and over. So I wanted to elaborate on that.
Let's push back on that as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ben Roethlisberger has won how many Super Bowls? 2.
2. Yeah, 2.
2.
Been
right.
3. Yeah.
And remember, in his early career, Steelers elite defenses generally top 3, top 4 in the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Joe Flacco has won how many Super Bowls?
1.
Elite defenses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trent Dilfer with the Ravens won 1 Super Bowl. Elite defenses, right? So what I'm saying is, even though Tom Brady had those elite defenses, which helped, he still had to do his job and play quarterback at a very high level. Because again, we can look at Roethlisberger, guaranteed Hall of Famer. We can look at Joe Flacco, one of the better playoff performing quarterbacks of all time. We call him January Joe for a reason. So we can't just say, well, Tom Brady had great defenses. No. Because there have been other guys who have had great. We can take it back to the 70s with Bud Grant, right? And the Purple People Eaters, not the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Minnesota Vikings. They lost 4 Super Bowls in the 70s with elite defenses. They called them the Purple People Eaters. Alan Page and those guys destroying people.
I'll let you to elaborate more on Big Ben's.
Yes, sir.
You know when defense can win your Super Bowl. Ben Roethlisberger had 0 touchdowns, 2 picks, 22.6 quarterback rating. He had 123 yards in the entire game.
There you go.
Defense wins championships. That's what one of those
conversations
come in. Right. He's 2-1 in the Super Bowl. Of course, you know Green Bay beat him in 2010.
Facts.
But continue.
Go Pack, go. But no, that's what I'm saying. Like, we have to stop this foolishness. Flacco don't count. All right, cool. All right, I get it. You want to push your narrative, but facts be damned. It's cool, Knicks. But yeah, so that's what
Flacco don't count when win. That Super Bowl run.
He said
Flacco was crazy.
Look, I'm not getting into
That's
it.
Probably one of the best quarterback runs in history.
It is statistically the second best quarterback run en route to winning a Super Bowl in history. But let's not let the facts get in the way.
That man said, "I gotta get paid, don't I?
Facts.
Let me go out here and just throw this thing." Yeah, Joe. I was like, "Yo, who's this? Is that Joe?"
January Joe. That's what we call him. January Joe.
Hey, that Joe Flacco was crazy.
Yes.
Joe Flacco was crazy, though.
Exactly. So that's my thing, right? Against the Bears, yes, Peyton Manning did beat an elite defense in his first Super Bowl. We're not saying an elite defense can't lose. We're saying that
our offense was just horrible.
Right. Well, let me not say we. What I'm saying is, Laker Nation, that we got to stop this. People want to use the defense to take away from what Tom Brady did, or they want to lie and say that Tom Brady wasn't good in his first 3 Super Bowls when we just dispelled that. Or they want to say, oh, Tom Brady wasn't winning those Super Bowls. It was Adam Vinatieri, and it's just not true. But back to the original premise. So Tom Brady has done all of this, right? It's not just longevity, although longevity plays a role. It's the longevity. It's the winning. It's the statistical production. He has it all, right? And so that's why I think his legend is so difficult to chase down. But if anybody can do it, to the point Transformer made, man, it's this guy Transformer. And Transformer, I'm surprised he didn't say his normal.
Not me. Pat Mahomes.
Right. Transformer didn't say his normal in reference to Patrick Mahomes, is that Patrick Mahomes knows nothing since he's entered the NFL except playing in the AFC Championship game as a starter. Who the hell can say that?
Nothing.
He knows nothing except playing in the AFC Championship game.
He's playing for some type of championship.
Third.
He's playing for some type of championship.
Correct. Whether it's conference or league. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And so to the next point that we talked about this earlier in the pick'em. Now we're talking about it again here in this particular topic. You're looking at Patrick Mahomes, and this guy is in line to do something that's never been done, and that's possibly get this 3-peat. Now, I picked Buffalo, so I don't see it happening, but if he gets it, we got a serious discussion to be had here, right? 8 years in the league, 4 championships, 5 Super Bowl appearances, never lost in the wild card or divisional round. I don't think he's ever played in the wild card round, right?
Yeah, I don't think he's played.
I mean, it's absurd how great this guy is. Young Disciple, Pat needs 8 to surpass Brady. I don't know Young Disciple, because if he retires with a ton of numbers, like top 5 numbers, all these championships, league MVPs, and the 3-peat that's never been done, I really feel like there's going to be a very legitimate argument for it. I'm not saying you're wrong, but like 8 is.
Yeah. He wouldn't need 8, because that 3 back to back, that's gonna propel him so high. It's legit going to propel him so high. That'll be 4 Super Bowls, 4 Super Bowl MVPs. Tom only has 5. So, you want to throw that in there as well. The Super Bowl MVP, you kind of do weight that a little bit higher as well. He wouldn't need 8 if he gets a 3-peat. If he gets 5 or 6, he'll be up there. If he gets 5 or 6, I think if he gets his 3-peat and he gets another one, then he'll be right there neck and neck with Tom Brady.
Yo,
in my opinion, that's my opinion.
GM, man. Look, you feel how you want to feel, man, but the facts are the facts, bro. So you can hold on to your nonsensical assertions on this, but you're wrong. Definitely dispel that.
Quick question, Bruce.
Yeah, Young Disciple, I did say that. Yeah, go ahead, Transformer.
No, So what is 84 Spygate? I was gonna speak on that a little bit.
Okay, let's talk.
But I'm gonna toss this question to you, Pauls.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the allegations on the New England Patriots, not say Tom Brady, but the New England Patriots is another reason why we scoff at those earlier Super Bowls? You had Spygate,
Some people do,
Tuck Rule. Huh?
Some people do, I don't.
Okay. That was my question. You had Spygate, you had Deflategate was later. You had Tuck Rule, and I think the other one we call it Divinitary. I think they call it Divinitary Kick. Do you think some of that has anything to do with the
why some people
notion of the early 3 Super Bowls? Like, Tom had a lot. It wasn't really on his shoulders then as it is Mahomes now, so early in his career.
Yeah.
So like Mahomes, like a lot of it's on Mahomes' shoulders. They're like, hey, Mahomes got to go out there and show out. The first 3 Super Bowls, a lot of it's like, all right, it's really not on Tom Brady's shoulders. It's on the defense, and then you got the Spygate, then you got the Tuck Rule, I believe the Oakland Raiders.
To me, the Tuck Rule thing is like corny because that wasn't the rule at the time, right? Didn't the rule got changed after or something like that, right?
Yeah, right after.
Run the whole Tuck Rule thing by me again.
And I think the Tuck Rule. So it was Charles Woodson coming off the side,
right,
and I think it's when he was throwing it like the motion of going down and tucking in, like what you're doing with the football to consider it a fumble or not. Dang it! You know what? Let me look it up. I don't want to dispel and say the wrong thing.
The Tuck Rule was a controversial rule in American football used by the National Football League from 1999 until 2013. It stated NFL Rule 3, Section 22, Article 2, Note 2, when an offensive player is holding the ball to pass it forward, any intentional forward movement of his arm starts a forward pass, even if the player loses possession of the ball as he is attempting to tuck it back towards his body. Also, if the player has tucked the ball into his body and then loses possession, it is a fumble. Okay, so what happens is if the forward movement of his arm starts a forward pass, then that's incomplete, right?
There was no movement.
Say again?
There was no movement on that play.
I guess we'd have to go back and relitigate that. But
what dispels that notion, after all them years, I don't think it's him and Charles Woodson was having a conversation. Tom Brady had the football in his hands, and he was like, "All right, try to knock it out of my hands. I got 2 hands on it." He was like, "It's not going nowhere, right?" And he was like, held it in one hand. He was like, "Now try to knock the ball out of my hands." That's a fumble. Charles Woodson was like, "See, after all these years," he was like, "It's a fumble." He was like, "I fumbled it." It was a fumble.
He said that?
He was like, "I said that." He was like, "Hey, that's a fumble." And he was like, Charles Woodson was like, "See that right there? It's a fumble. It was a fumble."
Okay. So
Tom was like, "Yeah, that was a fumble."
And note, I didn't take a side either way. But okay, let's do this. So let's say it was a fumble. What does that mean? That means there was a blown call. There's blown calls every single game.
Game change, like the game was over.
Well, I mean,
that would have ended the game.
Yeah, but we see those happen though. Those happen. There's blown calls every game that we could,
True, and I agree with you there. I agree with you.
And I know that I know that Bruce in the chat remembers this. When Lee Evans caught that touchdown pass in the corner of the end zone in New England, he caught that. And then, he dropped it, so then they say it was incomplete. He caught that. I watched that play so many times. He caught that. But it is what it is, right? And that was a catch that would have sent them to the Super Bowl. So we I don't know why people act like the Tuck Rule is so. I guess probably because it started the dynasty. So yeah. But yeah, so where were we? So yeah, the Tuck Rule. I do agree though. The Tuck Rule and Spygate and whatnot kind of cast some doubt on it. But to me, that doesn't change how Brady played in those moments where he needed to be as great as he was. You know what I mean? So
now sidebar.
Yeah.
Which moment would be the best moment? Got 7 Super Bowls, right? What would be your God dang it, man? Tom,
one single moment or like one game?
Game. I'm sorry, game. Give me a game.
Easily the 28-point comeback against Atlanta.
Yeah,
easily.
That was mine. I literally said it. I was just like, yeah, because at that point I was arguing like, man, Aaron Rodgers is this, Aaron Rodgers that, Aaron Rodgers. I saw that game. I was like, yeah, Tom got it. I like, he got it. He got it now. I was like,
no, to your point, they got a hell of a lot of help from the defense.
The defense shut them out in the second half.
Yeah. So definitely a lot of help there. But Brady, man, like, yo, he still had to lead all those drives, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. Even Voyant Studio said, "What's up, Voyant Studio? How you doing, man?" Young Disciple, he says the same thing. I think most people see that as the one that truly said, "Oh my God, this dude is," you know
insane.
What I'm saying? Yeah.
Like what's happening right now? A lot of that I scoff at. Was it Shanahan? Not Shanahan. Yeah, Shanahan. I call Shanahan like, dude, what the hell would you call in the second half that allowed this opportunity for Bill Belichick to finish his back and like, y'all, hey, go get the ball.
Right.
Like, it was literally a game in your hand and you literally fumbled it.
Absolutely. Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I mean? But Tom Brady and what they did in that game, that I was I was at my boy Favor's house. Me and a couple of partners was watching that, and I was just like,
I couldn't believe
he wins this game.
Yeah,
that's it for me. He got it.
Can't argue.
He got it. I think that would have been. I think the Super Bowl number 5. I'll say that was number 5. Yeah. What was that?
My wife just walked in and gave me a crazy look. That's why I was laughing. But
hey, wife. Hey, Miss Hope.
Hey, Transformer said, "Hey, Miss Hope."
Till I heard it.
He said he heard you. But yeah, so you look at it and you say, man, that it was that game, and then probably that one, and then also the one where Tampa Bay won, because you said, damn, okay, now he got out from under Belichick and the Patriot way and that system, and he's old and he still came out and won one more. Like that was the statement. Like it was the 28-point comeback, 28-3, whatever it was. It was
28-3.
Yeah. So it was that comeback, and then the one in Tampa that really sealed it. Like, okay, I'm him.
Yeah.
And I don't really use that expression, but that was it.
I think Tom didn't even need to be great in that Tampa Super Bowl, because Kansas City walked into that game defeated. They truly, they lost every single lineman.
That's true.
Patrick Mahomes just literally running for. As we remember, like I said, the man was throwing balls parallel to the ground.
It was crazy, wasn't it?
Because he was just like, bro, I'm just trying, man.
I'm just trying to do anything I can.
Trying to do anything I can, but I can't.
Playing studios, he
2 seconds in the pocket, right?
Yeah, he won without Gronk.
What not Philly?
I thought he won the first 3 without Gronk. Yeah, he won the first 3.
That was yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The last 4 he had him.
That's right.
Yeah, last 4 he had him.
Yeah, but okay, so to put a bow in this, because this is really a great topic, to put a bow in this, I think Transformer and I both agree, if he gets this 3-peat, Mahomes that is, if he gets this 3-peat, and that's 4, and then wins 1 more, and then maybe another MVP or 2, along with the stats he's already compiled, like it'll be a 1-1-A thing. He may surpass him in many people's eyes. That's what I think. Yep, Ben Watson. Good call, Young Disciple. Thank you, man.
I couldn't think. I knew it started with a W. I just couldn't remember what the name was. Yeah, but he's right. That's where I'm at with it. He gets another one post a 3-peat. Like I said, because the 3-peat in a lot of people's eyes, that's going to count very, very high. Because like I said, it's something that's never been done. We're saying never. Everybody's saying, man, there's a reason why, folks don't win 3 Super Bowls in a row. There's a reason why this, there's a reason why that. But it's a
he's stupid, man. What's wrong with you, man? No, he couldn't beat Eli. You are correct.
Man, the chat's just funny. The chat's hilarious to me. The chat is hilarious. But if he does get the 3-peat and wins another one and gets it, because this will be 4 Super Bowls, 4 Super Bowl MVPs, triple back to back to back.
Yeah,
he gets another one, perhaps even another Super Bowl MVP. That will tie him with 5. So he'll be tied with 5 Super Bowl MVPs. Super Bowls, period. He gets another Super MVP in the regular season. That'll be 3 MVPs. Tom has 3 MVPs.
And then you still got the numbers. That's real tough.
You're kind of like, that's a little tough, man. So I think, if anybody got a chance, it's Tom.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Patrick.
Patrick Mahomes,
Patrick, yeah.
You know what? Real quick before we open up the phone lines, I think a major question too in terms of this is how long does Andy Reid stay with him?
What does Andy Reid, 70?
I think he's in the late 60s, but
67, maybe?
how much longer does Andy Reid stay? Because if he can stay for another 5 to 7 years, okay, you got a real chance. But if another quarterback comes in, if another head coach comes in, new staff and all that, and you kind of got a totally different dynamic. Does the winning continue as great as Mahomes is? I think that's something we need to take into account as well.
No. That's a very, 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 very great point. You got to think Andy Reid and Travis Kelce. You lose both.
Yeah, Travis Kelce on the way out.
34, 35?
Yeah, he doesn't have too much left. You can see he's nowhere near the same player.
Yeah,
but I will say, man, doesn't he step up in the playoffs?
Boy, does he?
He shows up when it counts, doesn't he?
I feel like people just forget about him. Because like if you look at the game, against who did just play? The Texans.
And
it was just like,
bro, Houseway?
What?
You ain't
y'all forget about him?
Yes.
Why is he by himself? Like,
I don't know.
Him? Somebody at all times would be like, I don't care what the play is, guard him.
Leave him.
Why are we leaving him open?
That's right. I don't care if Mahomes run 50 yards down the sideline. Do not leave Kelce.
Do not leave.
Right.
If that pocket breaks down, his number one option is somewhere in the middle. Yeah. It's right there every time. Yeah. And he's just sitting there like.
One more thing about Mahomes. Am I the only one that's getting annoyed with him running down the sideline and doing this move like he about to run out of bounds? So the defender pulls up, then he keeps running. Like he's taking advantage of the rules.
He's taking advantage of the rules. Now, is he breaking the rules?
Right.
No.
He's not cheating, but that's not cool, man.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
That's one of those things where I think the league is going to have to crank down on.
But what can they do, though? What can they do? It would seem like unsportsmanlike.
Allow defenders to knock the shit out of them.
And, I was talking to my homeboy about this earlier. I'm like, yo, next time he does that, just keep the flag in your pocket. Let him get blasted. I bet you he'll change it up real quick.
Yeah. I think you need to make a decisive change. A decisive move to go out of bounds. You know how they do the slide rule? Wherever you start the slide, that's when you're down. It's not how far you go. Wherever you start the slide, it's down. If you attempt or you fake like you're going out of bounds, you're out of bounds.
Right.
If we're gonna it's either that or you get blasted. If you do one fake going out of bounds, you keep going up the sideline, that safety who's coming across to come get you can blast you. If not, then the league's gonna be like, all right, well, wherever you faked out of bounds at, you made a notion that you were going out of bounds, you're out of bounds.
That's a good idea. They should do that. That's a good idea. All right, good
stuff. Because at this point, you're putting the defenders at. What is the defense supposed to do? Like, I can't
pull up so he doesn't get fouled for a late hit out of bounds.
Exactly. Because you're already on the sideline.
That ain't cool, man.
Exactly. So 2 feet away, I can't stop forward momentum. I'm running at you 20 miles an hour. I can't stop my momentum from.
Yeah, I gotta pull up. I gotta go behind you or something.
Bumping
like that.
Into you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and open up these phone lines, man. I'd love to get some calls on this Mahomes versus Brady and see what the thoughts are. Y'all know the number, man. If you're here and you don't know the number, I don't know what to tell you. Save the damn number in your phone, y'all. 904-219-8264, the Format Podcast. Y'all have been here. You know what the number is. Call us up. Give us your thoughts on this debate, man. Oh, here we go. Here go Bruce from B-More. Watch, it's about to get crazy. B-More Bruce. What up, Bruce? Hey, what's good?
What's up, dude?
Maintain it, dummy. What you got?
Man, I met Marlon Humphreys today, man.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
What's up? He at home, so that's easy to do.
Man, he actually had like a little. I ain't get to no real serious detail. I met him downtown Baltimore in the Harbor East, like with all the rich people. Yeah.
Okay.
I asked him, man. I'm like, man, what's going on, man? He just looked like, man, how you feeling, man? He was like, man, he was depressed.
Yeah.
He said he's depressed. And he was like, man, I was like,
hey, Bruce, we're hearing that echo, man. Go ahead, hit that for us. Fix that.
Yeah, what's up? You hear me better?
No, we were hearing the echo, I'm saying. All right, it's going now. Go ahead. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, man, he said he was depressed. And I told him, man, it's not your time yet. And he was like, yeah, man, I know. He just was like, I ain't get you no details, man. And I looked at him and I said, man, Mark Andrews, he just threw his hands up in the air. And he said,
he's not going to say nothing. No.
Nah, he's not going to do that,
man. I gave him his props. I'm like, man, you played well this year.
Mm-hmm.
You all pro this year, man. Your time gonna come. Y'all still young.
Right.
I was going to get over the hump, and look, he laughed. And I said, "It's Patrick Mahomes time." Because he tweeted out today, he hoped somebody beat Mahomes. He tweeted that out today. Right. I say, man, this Mahomes. It's Mahomes' time. The guards are on KC side. He just busts out laughing. It was real cool, and he real down to earth.
Right.
He got his hair out every goddamn where. I say, man, look, it's a funny thing. Last thing I said to him, you going to Cancun or you going to Malibu? He just bust out laughing.
That's cool.
He said, go ahead, man. I say, man, y'all had a great year, man. Y'all time's going to come. And everything gonna be all right. And he said, man, no doubt, man, no doubt. He gave me a pound. We gave each other a homie hug, and we just parted ways. He got the first time I seen Marlon down. So he rides the game. He rides his bike to the game.
Okay.
He lives downtown Baltimore, in the condos right there by the stadium. So you see him all the time ride through the hall. He rides his bike to the game. But that's even here nor there.
Right.
Real quick. Conference pickups. I'm going Redskins.
Yo, Bruce, man, why you always do this, man? Call after the segments, man. You always
busy, man.
Loading up.
He rewinds all the way back to the first. We on the third topic.
All right, go ahead with your pickups, man.
No, that's cool, man. I skip over it.
No. We want to hear what you got to say, man. Real talk.
It's only two teams at this moment.
Okay, bro.
This is Mahomes' time.
You start breaking up.
Shit, man.
You said it was Mahomes' time?
Yes, it's his time.
Okay, go ahead.
He's gonna get the 3.
Okay.
They're gonna beat Philly.
Okay.
And Jaden Daniels is gonna come very close to beating Philly. It's gonna be Philly. I've got Philly and KC, and I got KC knocking off Philly in a close one like they did 3 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Yes, that's gonna be, and it's gonna stamp second all time. He still ain't first all time. He's still not Brady.
Right.
Okay, Jaden Daniels, young fella poised. Like I said, if he do win, if he beats Philly, and actually Jaden Daniels wins the Super Bowl this year, which is a possibility. If the kid is playing like a 12-year Hall of Fame.
Facts.
It's a very strong possibility. And the team, know what makes Jaden Daniels so good?
What?
His team believes in him, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, they do. Dan Quinn believes in him.
Facts.
He has an ultimate confidence. That's an ultimate confidence in Jaden Daniels. Yes, he does.
His kid is sharp. He reads defenses better than anybody. He reads defenses better than anybody I've seen at this young age.
Yeah. Yes.
Very impressive, man. He is scary good.
Yo. And you know what? Can I give you props, Bruce? Because you said this a while back, man. Can I give you props for calling it out, man? I got to. You did.
Well, what happened?
No, I'm saying I'm giving you props for talking about Jaden Daniels and calling out that the Commanders would play really well and go very far this season. You said that way back, so I'm just giving you your flowers for calling that out like way back in the season.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
The kid is calm, cerebral. He's stoic. He's everything you want in a quarterback.
Yep.
His pre-snap read game and getting that ball out quick in tough moments. Like when it's 4th and 2, Dan Quinn don't even think about punting.
Nope.
He goes for it.
Right.
I don't care where you at on the field. We know he's going to get it. He gets rid of the ball so quick, and his pre-snap reads are amazing.
Yep.
It needs to be studied. The kid is really good.
Really
Let's not forget, he played about 50 college games.
That's right.
In big games. He played in big games. NFL-style games at LSU.
That's right.
And at Arizona State, but mainly at LSU. He played in some huge games.
Yeah.
So he's experienced. He's more experienced than your average rookie. The kid is good. And if he wins the Super Bowl with Lamar Jackson, Lord have mercy, boy. Oh, man. Let's not
take it there and let's just watch what the young fella does, man. I hear what you're saying. I don't even want to think about that.
Come on, Bruce, stop being an old grump, man.
I'm not being a grump. I'm just saying I don't want to think about that because it's gonna become a thing. You know what I'm saying? I hear you and I feel you.
Yes, you know it's gonna it's gonna be crazy, man, if he wins the Super Bowl. Let me get it real quick. And I'm gonna go to the number. I'm gonna keep my Mahomes and Brady's take. I don't want to hold the line up. If this kid wins the Super Bowl before Lamar, you got to think about the dynamics, the image, the proximity of where the teams are. Baltimore, Boston, Jaden Daniels, more of a pretty boy. Lamar Jackson, more of a down South Florida boy. It's all that shit is going. They're going to punch all that into it. They're going to punch all that into it, like the image, how he look. Jaden clean cut. Lamar got the gold with the mask. He's more hood, nappy head. Jaden Darius more clean cut, braids. Pretty boy. Baltimore, DC. See what I'm saying? That's going to be the thing.
Oh my God!
You know what I'm saying? Though, seriously though, it's going to be deep. The buzz is already flickering. It's already flickering. People already mentioned it already. So, for Mahomes and Brady, if Mahomes wins three in a row, 4 and 5 years, damn man. Brady the GOAT though, man.
Yeah, yes. Right now he sits at the top. We're not saying at any point in time, like this year won't define the passing of Tom Brady. This won't define. He'll need another one.
Holmes a lot closer though, real time.
It will make it close. He'll be right there on his coattail, right there dragging down on Superman cape. Like
he'll be there with Montana and probably bypassing Peyton Manning and some of the other guys.
Well, I wouldn't. Let me say this over these over the Mahomes Super Bowl runs. He'd had favor from the refs on plenty of these games, man. There's a lot of funky calls, man, for those Chiefs. But that's how the way the game go. I'm not saying, but listen, he's had benefit from the refs' favor in the championship run, even though he has played well in the playoffs. But he has benefited from the refs' favor. But if he won 3 in a row, he most definitely in the GOAT discussion. Now, if he went 4 and if he get another one, no, say this.
Right.
I'm going to get off the phone. If he win 3, he gonna win no more for about 5 more years after this 3. It's gonna be somebody else.
I think so.
Yeah,
it's just hard to keep winning like that, man.
Yes. If he wins 3, he gonna win no more like Brady. He gonna go and have a 5-year window like Brady did. Somebody else will get they. This one Lamar gonna get his after next year. So yes, Mahomes. If Mahomes win 3 in a row, he should be in the GOAT discussion. But he will be the GOAT before it's all because he's gonna win another one, but not 4 in a row. He's gonna win. It's gonna be like a 4-year gap. So that always happens. You know what I mean? History always meant to repeat it. Who won 3 in a row before him?
Nobody's ever done it before.
It'll be the first time ever.
That's why it's such a big deal if he gets this done.
No. Terry Bradshaw, Still Curtin won 3 in a row.
No, they didn't win 3 in a row. They won 4 in a 6-year span, but they never won 3 in a row.
Yeah. Okay.
He'll be one of one to win 3 in a row.
So if Mahomes wins, on category, he first ever did it. So that most definitely puts him in the GOAT discussion. But right now, he's not the GOAT. Brady's still the GOAT. You got to get past that 6 rings to be the GOAT. Ain't it all about rings?
It's not all about rings. Nah, not for me. It's not all about rings.
Football is because you can only control one side of the field in football.
Right. Football or basketball to me is not all about rings. But anyway.
Yeah. I got you. All right. I heard you say something earlier. I'm ready to get off right now in 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. You said something about dunk contest and LeBron being to blame for the influence of people not in the dunk contest. We had the discussion before. You can't put that on LeBron.
I can.
You can't put the way the NBA is being ran right now on LeBron. You know that Adam Silver is the head over everything. So basically, he's the weak link in the NBA right now because he's a scaredy cat.
That has nothing to do with dudes not wanting to compete in the dunk contest, though.
Because LeBron is not LeBron is an in-game dunker, a power dunker. He's not a showman dunker.
So was Sean Kemp, but he went in the dunk contest. Next.
That's true. I think it don't make no difference. Game dunkers, showman dunkers. Power dunks are just as better than finesse dunks.
Yeah, they can be. Yes.
That's what Dominic Wilkins did when he dominated.
Exactly.
Yes. But Dominic, man, that force behind his dunks was ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
And Mike was more finesse in those dunk contests. Dominic brought the power. Mike brought the finesse.
Correct.
So, it's upsetting that LeBron did, because all the greats did it. It's upsetting that LeBron never got the dunk contest.
Exactly.
He didn't want to lose. It would have been great if he did. He did get in the dunk contest. I think he was afraid of losing because his high school dunk contest was trash. He didn't really do nothing. He was a power dunker. So if you go back and you ever get 10 minutes or whatever to go check out his high school dunk contest. It was weak. So LeBron is not. I don't think he's a showman dunker. He's an in-game dunker.
And what we were saying earlier, all that is fine, but man, just go out there and compete for your fans. That's all. Absolutely. If you didn't win it wouldn't have hurt nothing. But anyway, I'm not going down that road. But.
Yeah, she was a coward for that. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all letting me call in. If Bruce, you give me something to talk about on the next topic, I might call in. If you say something to piss me off, I might call back in. Thanks for the time, fellas. What's up, Transformer? What's up, Downey?
What's going on, stupid?
Ain't nothing stupid. What's stupid number 3 at? Stupid number 3 don't never show up. What's going on?
Man. Nah, he's serving our great nation, man. He taking care of business.
No. He choosing to go out there and serve his country because he don't want to hear that Ravens talk.
Okay. He probably give me a phone call if you hear this. Yeah. I'll probably call back on the next topic if you give me something to talk about, Bruce. You know how you is. You pissed me off by saying one thing.
No doubt, bro. No doubt, man. I appreciate the support, man. Thank you so much for calling.
All right, brother. All right.
It's always a good time with Bruce, man.
Always, man. Always a good time. All right, man. We didn't get anybody beeping in, so I don't think anybody excuse me was never mind. Here go Laker Nation. Let's do it. Laker Nation, what's good, man?
Hey, man, I had to call in on this topic, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to put this disclaimer out there before I tell you what I want to say.
Okay.
I was a notorious Tom Brady hater for years.
Okay.
Me too.
Anybody that knew me knew I hated. He was, to me, it was like he's a Bill Belichick system quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I never gave him his props.
Okay.
I was always pissed off because my favorite quarterback was Peyton Manning when he played, and he always knocked him out the damn playoffs. It was always the AFC Championship. I think it was like 4 or 5 years in a row. It was Tom Brady against Peyton Manning, and then Peyton Manning finally got through. I was happy, but this is where I tell you I'm not non-biased. When he won in Tampa, I stopped hating on the man.
Right.
Because to me, he proved that it wasn't a system, he was a system.
Right. Like at that point, what else can you say?
Yeah, you got to call a spade a spade. So, my eyes right now, Tom Brady's the GOAT, and that's coming a lot from 49er fan who had great quarterbacks in the past, Joe Montana,
Steve Young, yeah.
Steve Young.
Mm-hmm.
Any 49er fan will always say Smoking Joe. Joe Montana, the man.
Joe Montana, go Irish. I'm just saying.
Man, stop it.
But come on, man. He's a legend from us, man.
Man, stop it.
Okay, all right. I guess now's not the time. That's fair.
It's not. Right now, you gotta wait. You gotta wait a while.
Yeah, man. Come on now, Bruce.
What? You said Joe Montana.
Jeez Louise. Anyway,
you gotta give me something here, Laker Nation. I'm hurting, man.
I'm hurt.
I'm hurting. Oh man.
I don't not feel sorry for you because you
fair enough.
You had 2 ways to go. I've been hurting since the Reggie Bush days, so I don't feel sorry for you.
Man, don't talk to me about Reggie Bush, man. The Bush push is one of the most painful freaking single plays in Notre Dame football history. Don't talk to me about Reggie Bush. Nah, man. You don't get to do that.
Man, I've been hurting since the Reggie Bush days. I can say that.
Okay.
We ain't done nothing since then.
That is a fact. Yeah.
And we just lost 3 fucking Super Bowls, man. I don't feel sorry for you.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, you beat my Packers on the way to them, so I ain't gonna say much.
Lose 3 natties and then talk to me.
Look, man. Well, look, we lost the natty in 2013. We lost this one. We got smoked into 14 conference playoff semifinals. So yeah, I'm not feeling great, man.
I'm talking about getting to the promised land,
right,
and losing.
All right. Well, listen, we're not going to sit here and argue about who's losing hurts worse. Let's not do that.
I know that's kind of counterproductive.
Yeah,
that don't make no damn sense.
Yeah, Magic and Bird would not be trying to hear that. You agree?
Nah.
Right. They'll tell us both to shut the hell up.
Right. Stop crying and go find a way to win. Work harder. Get in the gym. There you go.
No, but let me ask y'all this.
Yes.
Will we be having this discussion with Mahomes on Brady's level if and this was the biggest reason why I always said Brady ain't shit.
Okay.
Remember that year they was undefeated when they lost to Eazy-E in the Super Bowl.
Eazy-E.
Eli Manning.
Eli, man.
Oh, I'm bugging. Okay, Eli. Yeah. I remember
that didn't click real quick. Like, easy.
Yeah, it didn't click right away. Mm-hmm.
That's the nickname we gave him in Cali. We called him Eazy-E when he beat ended that undefeated season for the
the
18-1 season.
If he would have won that game and would have won that chip undefeated, we would be having this conversation. They'd be like, no matter what Mahomes did,
probably not.
We'd be like, oh, Brady unanimously will forever be the greatest quarterback ever.
Yeah.
I mean, because that would, if you add that would also put him at 8. That would put him at 8 Super Bowls and an undefeated season.
Now,
that would be absurd.
Now it would have put him at 8, but back then, it would have been crowned the GOAT no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm talking about back then.
No, agree.
That would have been his
fourth
ring at that time.
That would have been the fourth.
That would have been the fourth ring. Yeah.
But we wouldn't be having this. We wouldn't have been having this conversation.
Correct. That's a great point. It's a great point.
But if Mahomes got a lot to do to knock him off, because you got to look. No matter the Patriots don't become a dynasty without him taking a snap.
Yeah.
If Drew Bledsoe never gets hurt, I don't know what happens.
Mo Lewis.
I mean, he took the crown from Bledsoe and didn't give it back.
Nope. So you can't have that. Nope.
He was like, "No, it's mine, bro."
Yeah.
What did Bledsoe said something the other? I think it was earlier this year. He was like, "One thing you learn is don't get hurt, say, because you might lose your job."
Yeah.
You might lose your job.
This is another reason why Brady's up there. Normally, when the starting quarterback gets hurt, when he's ready to go, he gets his job. It is. That happens 99% of the time.
Right.
Hey, when he came back healthy, they were like, "Nah, bro, you holding this clipboard. You're holding with Tom."
Yeah.
That's true. Get out of here.
My bad guy.
And then another thing that I was talking about when Matt Castle came in there, and with that season Brady was out, and he took him to the AFC Championship, and we was all and then we was all like, "Oh yeah, it ain't Brady. Anybody could come in there and win." And then what happened when Castle left and went somewhere else?
He fell off. I think he went to the Chiefs after that.
He was terrible. So that proves what I'm just throwing evidence out here that proves like no, it wasn't like he was assistant. Like he was assistant. And
we thought that, but
no, Brady was assistant.
Oh no, he was. I get you.
He became the assistant.
Yes, correct.
He was assistant in Tampa, because if it was a game plan, no knock against Bill Belichick, he's an awesome football mind. But if he was assistant, New England would still, would have been up there when he left.
Yeah. And then a lot of factors played into that, in my opinion. Let's not forget, Tampa was a very, very good football team. Very, very good. They just needed somebody to not turn over the ball 30 freaking times in a season. right? And which Jameis Winston was doing in the previous season. He just took his philosophy there, that mentality to win Super Bowls, to be in those moments, what it's like to play with a top-tier quarterback. He took that there. On the flip hand, Bill Belichick thought he was a great GM for some odd reason.
Yeah. he made a lot of great GM moves over the years, but after that,
it was just like, okay, what? You're drafting 2 tight ends and what are we doing in New England? But
Yep.
But you got to understand, Bill Belichick is like Pat Riley.
Yes.
They stuck in their ways.
Well, I mean, when your ways win that much, it's hard to change it, you know.
It's hard, but you got to understand though, they got their way.
No doubt. But yo, Laker Nation, we're gonna hit this next topic, man. You got anything else before we let you go?
Come on, man. You can't just boot off you can't just boot me off like that.
Well, that's because you hit the 5-minute time.
Nah, he get extra time. You know that.
Oh, you do? Okay, we get him extra time.
Yeah. Nah, he get extra. Nah, we got him.
You're supposed to be on my side. We Laker boys. Laker brothers.
But you also a 49er fan, so it's like,
here you go.
Stop it. Like me and Bruce ain't got no teams ain't coming, but we still make it. We make it work.
We make it work. That's right.
We trash talk each other almost on a daily.
That's right. It's all love, though.
When it comes to Mahomes, I get it. That's like you had wife for a while. You know, y'all held it down for years. Y'all fell off, and then the new chick comes in. She looks good. You're looking at wife. You're looking at wife.
Right.
You're looking at the new chick.
Right.
And you're like, damn, do I want to slide that way? That's Mahomes right now. He's that new chick that's coming out looking good, making the flashy passes and all that.
Yeah.
All that. He got a long way to go, in my opinion.
Who, Pat?
We'll see.
Nah, he don't got a long way to go. If he gets this 3-peat, that's a huge step forward.
Yeah.
That's a huge step, but he still got weight.
And then the thing about it is that, you know, because Andy Reid right now, his contract goes into 2029, February, the Super Bowl of 2029. So that's at least 3 to 4 more years that you're at least going to have one of the greatest football minds, as your head coach. That's assuming that Andy Reid's retired, because he'll be 70 years old once his contract expires. So depending on where he's at then, you know, who knows what happens. We know Travis Kelce maybe has 1, maybe 2. If they even get a 3-peat, I wouldn't be shocked if Travis Kelce hung him up and said,
right.
Let me go out on a high note.
Yeah.
Pat, you got it. I'm tired. I'm getting old, buddy. I'm finna go join my brother Jason, and we want to focus on the podcast a little bit more. So
they got $100 million for that thing. So
they got $100 million. So he already eating outside of the NFL.
Right.
So that 3-peat definitely put him on a pedestal of his own, especially as a tight end. He's already, considered one of the greatest tight ends ever in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Him and Patrick Mahomes sit up amongst themselves when it comes to duo in the playoffs. That'll be the way. If I'm Travis Kelce, that'll be the way I'll go out. I wouldn't even give it another season. I'll go out on a 3-peat as the only 3-peat
like John
ever.
Did. Right.
Yeah.
Go out with a chip. That's it.
Go out with a chip. Go out with a 3-peat.
Now, I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna leave you with this. Food for thought.
Okay.
Even if you do get this 3-peat, you got one hand, first quarter 3-peat, but on the other hand, this guy got more rings than all the NFL franchises.
Yep. By himself. Right.
He is by himself.
Yeah. No, that's insane. Yeah. You can't get past that.
The island. That man is on the island by himself.
Correct. No doubt about it.
So, very true.
That's for everybody in the chat as well. If anybody disagrees, you got everybody's entitled, to their stand. But that is how I'm looking at it.
No doubt.
He got a long way to go. This man's on his own island.
All right. Well, good call as always from Laker Nation, man. I appreciate
it.
No rebuttal?
No rebuttal. Not to that.
No, you hit it on the nose, man.
Yeah, no rebuttal to that, man.
And I hated Tom Brady. And it takes a lot for me to say that. Got to get his man his flowers, though.
There you go.
Hey, sometimes, you know, when you're having those conversations about something that you hated for so long, you know, if I gotta talk about something I hated for so long, I can always just remember, man, Brucey got on here for 48 minutes.
I knew it.
Spoke great things about the Lakers.
I knew it. What you said.
So I'll say it could never be worse. If I gotta give Tom Brady a couple of minutes, good. This man Bruce gave 48 beautiful, harmonious minutes to the Lakers. Full commitment, the holy grounds, the holy heavens of the
Listen, you better thank Laker Nation because you better thank Laker Nation for that. Nah, it was cool, man. It was cool. All right, brother, man. We're gonna move on to this next topic, man. Thank you for the call, man.
Hey, appreciate you, Laker Nation. Let's go. Beat them Celtics tomorrow.
Man, shut up, man. Why you? Was that necessary? Was that necessary? You had to
my bad, brother. My bad.
That was uncalled for.
Good game against the Celtics tomorrow. Better.
All right.